10 Cats Does Countdown. John Richardson, Roisin Connolly, Josh Widdicombe, Asim Chowdhury, Bill Bailey, Susie Dent, Rachel Riley, and your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, a show all about letters, numbers and conundrums. OK, let's meet tonight's players. First up, it's team captain John Richardson. John was introduced to his wife by Roisin Connolly. Begs the question, Roisin, what did she ever do to you? And John's teammate, Josh Widdicombe. Josh Widdicombe is incredibly versatile. Not only is he hilarious, but if you turn him upside down, he doubles up as a mop.
Do you know what, Jimmy?
What?
That's the first time you've ever called me hilarious. So I'm going to take that as the most positive thing you've ever said about me.
Not great, though, is it? A hilarious mop.
Hilarious Mop would be a good cartoon character.
They've sort of already done it with Wizardora, didn't they? They had Hangle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Dream Killer.
Yeah.
There's always a fact where you might want to put a joke.
Wow.
Great.
I don't know what that is in Latin, but we've got your family motto. Up against them this evening, it's guest team captain Roisin Connolly. Yes, Roisin might be bad at spelling and struggle with mental arithmetic, but she was available, so she's here. And joining Roisin tonight, it's Asim Chowdhury. Asim stars in People Just Do Nothing, which is a sitcom about pirate radio, and not, as I assumed, Rachel's job description.
Still getting paid.
Asim, can I ask you about your fashion disasters? Have you had any fashion disasters?
I did. I mean, at the moment, I always get a little bit paranoid about wearing stuff like this because, you know, it's cool and all that, but also, like, you know, like, I've got a bit of a kind of ISIS ASOS vibe. You know, if ASOS did an ISIS collection. No, but the worst fashion disaster I've had, apart from today, is I bought this... I was in Amsterdam, and I bought this tracksuit. Yeah? It was like this orange camouflage tracksuit. Very nice, very cool, expensive. It was like 400 quid or something. And then I realised that I looked like exactly like a kebab.
Have we got a picture of this?
Have you got the
I think
picture?
We have a picture of this.
And I was walking around in that all day until my mate said, "Mate, you're dressed as a kebab, take it off."
Josh, congratulations. You just became a father for the second time. Fabulous. Great news. Now, have you got any parenting tips?
Yeah, back out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strap up, pull out.
So I would say strap up is not one of the things I did at any point in the process.
You did well, clearly not, big puppy. Popping them out, isn't he?
Strap up is not a phrase that I'm familiar with, but I like it.
Put Johnny on.
Do you strap it on?
Not strap on. What are you talking about?
What am I talking about?
Not strap on.
What are you talking about, Big Puppy?
We are not getting in me being Big Puppy for the whole show, that is for sure.
The whole show, I think it might be the rest of your career. Well, I like it when Big Puppy gets a bit angry. I like it too. Are you going to bark all day, Big Puppy?
I'm going to do a shit and John's going to have to clean it up.
Hush puppy.
I'd say the last minute hasn't gone as I'd hoped.
John, it's quite a random question for you, but are you a keen gardener?
I'm more of your sort of eco-twat. You're not supposed to cut your grass anymore for bees and things like that. Very important for insects and plant life to be allowed to thrive. So we did No Mow May. My wife calls it Ne Me Me.
Sorry, how does she pronounce it again? Because that's pretty good. Was it?
Ne Me Me. You doing Ne Me Me? No, not doing Ne Me Me. So we did Ne Me Me, and then I just rolled that into No Prune June. Let It July. Or gust of wind through the long grass is actually quite pleasant, so leave it. Remember, Don't cut your grass in September. It's good for the insects, so don't be a cocktober.
I bet you're annoyed you've used the remember line, now you've got to November.
Well, no, I fucked it because the November was supposed to be no Movember. That was the gag. And then it was going to be Februaries are open, so just get a few tins in and don't mow the lawn. And then it was going to be the house now looks an absolute disgrace, so your wife is leaving you by a quick march. And then it was going to be April showers of tears in the divorce court. So actually, if your life's falling apart, who gives a fuck about some bees?
Roisin, we love your ideas for TV shows, and sometimes you take the opportunity when you come on here to pitch stuff. Have you got any ideas for TV shows?
Yes, but I need to know that that you're open-minded.
Listen, this is a safe space. I'm super open-minded.
OK, well, I think it should be Condiment World.
Condiment?
Yeah. So, basically, like a food show where
Condiment.
we travel around the world. Yeah, but you can say it that way as well, I guess. It's my show, Bill.
What's the idea? Is it like
It's a food show, and you go travelling, and you just find new foods for your favourite condiments.
Oh.
You're back in the game, are you?
Back in, I'm back in, yeah.
So
I like it.
you go travelling with the mustard and you try and find the food to match?
Yes, if you bring all your favourite, you bring a little tour, you've got a little nice case. Imagine a really nice case, really nice music. It's Sunday, you're hungover, and we take it around the world, and we go to all the different countries, and then we eat some food and think, this is nice, but maybe
So you
French...
go somewhere foreign,
Yeah.
and you say, what do you eat here? And they go, oh, I don't know, we eat these kinds of snails. And you go, can I put some salt on it? And they go, all right.
And then you go, I've got a bit of peri-peri mayonnaise.
I suppose it's that thing of like travelling around very exotic foods and going, if I put enough peri-peri mayonnaise on anything, it's edible.
Exactly.
What do you eat here? Sheep's eyes. Right, fetch me the ketchup and lots of it.
I like it. Is it always you, or is there, like, a
Well, I
string
suppose I could have a guess if you want to come.
Christ, Josh, you're a little bit thirsty, aren't you? Oh, please, can I be on your show?
Somebody wants a travel show now who's had a second kid. Yeah. I'd love to do the night feed, but I'm off to Kuwait with Roisin.
You know, with me, though, I have chili sauce with everything.
So do I.
would be a really boring... I'm not being thirsty like Josh, yeah?
You're going to come on the show.
No, if I was on your show...
Yeah.
Wait a bloody minute. I was first.
Yeah, you can do the pilot.
OK, Roisin, have you got a mascot?
Yes.
What have you got?
Well, when you first look at it, you might not be overwhelmed. What does that look like to you?
Doorstop.
It's a doorstop. And the reason is, I read this book. Well, I didn't. I read quotes from this book. On Instagram. I used to come on here and I thought, like, the reason why I'm not doing well is because of you guys. You're my competitors. But actually, I'm my own competitor. I'm the problem, and I doorstop myself because, like, I've just got loads of emotional intelligence, and you guys have, like, hot nerd intelligence. So this is a reminder. Jimmy, what's your face saying?
Why did you just call him a hot nerd?
I wasn't. I mean, like hot, like you know, like hot brain nerd. I wasn't calling you a hot nerd. You're not a nerd or hot.
So you were saying you doorstop yourself. You're your own worst enemy on the show.
I'm my own worst enemy, and this is to remind me that I only have to compete with myself, and I just have to tune out my emotional intelligence and just let my own hot nerd energy come in.
Nice.
It also reminds me that you're not going to be able to get back in your dressing room.
John, have you got a mascot?
Yes, Jimmy. So what I've got here is some feedback. We got a lot of fan mail on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Mine's a particular kind, and I think this is a perfect example. You can see, I mean, written in red, the neat handwriting of a psychopath. And it says, I'll read it to you. I mean, I won't read the whole thing because it descends. Dear John Richardson, full name, weird. I am an avid 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown viewer. Whilst I'm usually entertained by such high-quality, well-produced television, I was recently extremely disappointed to note a high number of innuendos throughout the show. Famously the lowest form of humour. I was particularly disappointed to see you sink to this level. Whilst this might be the sort of filthy humour one would expect from your host, Jimmy Carr, I had come to believe you would set a higher standard for the show. Blah, 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 blah. Now... I don't mean to do innuendo, but the problem is, when one comes to you, you've got to slip it in. You know? Sometimes the gap doesn't look big enough. You've got to force it in. You've got to really jam it in there. So I can only apologise for this viewer. If there's innuendo on the show, and I'm certainly not going to be trying to crowbar as many innuendo as I can into the show, you know, but what I have here is an alarm, and if there is an innuendo that I think has not been picked up, I will trigger the alarm.
Ooh. Could that be misconstrued as being sexual?
You're sort of implying, Jimmy, that if there's an innuendo and I finger my instrument, that's going to make it worse. I should be on the lookout.
OK, Asim, have you got a mascot?
Have I got a nice cock? No, I genuinely didn't hear what you said.
Well, I mean, I'm going to say, have you got a nice cock is barely an innuendo. No. I'd say that has crossed the line.
I swear to God, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
I said, have you got a mascot?
No, I don't have a nice cock, but I do have a mascot. So I've got a voodoo doll of myself when I had my ponytail. And by the way, this is my real hair. So I actually chopped off... I kept a little bit before I chopped it off. So this is my real hair. But the thing is, I'm not very good at numbers. You know, I didn't do too well in school. So when I do poorly and I get some maths stuff wrong, so imagine my foot's there and I'm going to go, ah, you idiot, if I do that. No, twat.
Isn't the principle with these is that someone else does them a long way away? And if you could just do it to yourself, couldn't you? Ooh. Yeah.
See, this feels like it's going to be the gift that keeps on giving.
I've had this in the house for a week and it is not helping our marriage.
Josh, have you got a mascot?
Have I got a big dick? So, I've been on this show a few times, and often, Jimmy, I'm always put on John's team, and it's always made out that we're a bit uncool. And it's reflected in the letters that I get and the scores that I get, so I thought I'd boost my confidence.
You two helped get that ring into the volcano, didn't you, with that other boy?
So, it's this kind of thing that damages my confidence, right? So, I thought, when was I coolest? Now, I've not talked about this on TV before. For a brief period, in the 80s, I was a child model. So, I brought my child modelling portfolio. These are the photos that I used to use as a child model portfolio. Now, bear in mind...
Sorry, did you say child model for polio? Sorry. I can't hear. It's so far away.
So these are all photos of me. They're not photoshopped. This is how good I looked, OK?
I mean, I'm not expecting much, but OK.
So this was the first one that I used to use.
I have a couple of questions. Can I ask why your knees are so fat? They look as if they've got faces on them. It's like there's a Cabbage Patch Kid growing out of his kneecap.
Have you heard of a little company called L'Oreal? Because I'm worth it.
Wait a second.
Wow.
But you must have been a kid in the 70s, but that was taken in the Middle Ages.
I think you look sort of mystical.
Yeah.
And you look like people from neighbouring villages come to touch, like, the magic child. You know
Yes.
you're giving
Yeah.
advice.
Have you met the white-haired baby? He can tell you the future.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, and what have you got?
Exactly.
Boils? He can cure them.
He only comes out of the corn on Wednesdays.
But anyway, it was a very happy time of my life, and if you want to know how happy it was, that's how happy it was.
Josh Whittaker, the model. It's a lot of fun. Over in Dictionary Corner, we have comedy legend Bill Bailey.
Hello. Hello.
Fun fact, the last bottle of shampoo Bill bought has lasted him 12 years. It's called Neck and Shoulders.
Very good.
Bill, what have you been up to since we last saw you?
Well, you know me, Jimmy. I'm into animals conservation, you know, so I get asked a lot to take part in release programmes for endangered animals. And I did one with an owl. I released an owl back into the wild, you know, it's quite handy. And then I got asked if I would take part in a release programme for Polynesian land snails. And so there was a plan to reintroduce them back into the wild. And I was invited over to Polynesia, but of course, because of the pandemic, I couldn't go. So I had to watch it on a Zoom call. And I've got to say that as release programmes go, it was one of the least exciting ones. They got these, a tank of snails. And you've seen those ones where they release chimps back into the wild, and then the chimp comes in for a hug, and then one last longing look as it bounds off into the jungle. And everybody goes, "Oh, that's amazing!" And these snails just didn't move out of the tank; they just stayed in the tank, and they was like, "Yeah, fly, my pretties!" And I think they were Stockholming pretty hard. And so I watched it at 3 a.m. Semi-nude with some sherry, and it was marvellous.
OK. And with Bill, of course, it's Susie Dent. Susie says if she hadn't got the job on Countdown, she'd have become a midwife. So either way, she'd have spent her life looking up things. Susie, language is always evolving, so have you got any examples of things that used to have different names?
Yeah, there's so many brilliant words from the past, and I can't understand why they went away. Like, eggs were often called, depending where you were in Britain, they were often called cackle farts. Brilliant.
Why are they called cackle farts?
Because they kind of, I guess, they just sort of emit this egg, the hen.
Yeah.
I have no idea. And then they cackle while they do it. Is that how it works?
They lay, well, some people call it laying eggs.
Yes.
Rather than emit
I was trying
eggs.
to get the fart bit in.
Emitted an egg.
Laying an egg.
You don't lay a fart, so I think it's the idea
I don't know.
Do you?
And in charge of the numbers, it's Rachel Riley. Last year, Rachel narrated a children's book aimed at making maths fun for kids. Spoiler alert, it didn't.
Have you asked all the kids?
Have I asked the kids? I didn't want to wake them. What's the book called? I tell you what, you didn't forget to bank the cheque.
It really wasn't very much money. It was just for the fun, that one.
OK, the prize the teams will be competing for tonight is this, the Countdown Doctor's Kit. OK, let's count down, everyone. Time for our first game. John, Josh, you get to pick the letters.
Together.
Come on, big puppy.
Consonant, please.
Thank you, Josh. G.
Another consonant, please.
N.
Vowel.
U.
Vowel.
A.
Consonant.
M.
Vowel.
E.
Consonant.
L.
Consonant.
T.
Vowel.
And lastly, E.
OK. Oh, so one of our regular viewers has wandered in.
Stop, thief! Stop!
Your time starts now. Right. Problem at all, there's your bag.
Thank you.
There you go.
Can I just say, Jimmy, how much I admired the way you tossed that guy off?
Josh, what did you get?
5.
5. John, how many?
A possible 8.
Roisin?
5.
Asim?
A national average 6.
Roisin, you're 5.
Metal.
Josh, you're 5.
Metal.
I want to see it.
Yeah, there you go.
Asim, you're 6?
I had 3 versions of 6. I don't know. Let me check them out. First of all, amulet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Excellent.
Enamel
Excellent.
and mental.
Yeah, those are really good.
Huge. The hot nerd, I like to call
hot
John
nerd.
Richardson.
Well, I think it's a colour, but I'm not sure. Gunmetal.
That is a stonker.
Yes, very good.
Wait, that's one word. You know what? Now I see it. Hot nerd.
Hot nerd.
Hot nerd.
Hot nerd and Big Puppy are doing all right.
Hot nerd and big puppy.
Bill, Susie, could they have done any better?
Gunmetal, very good. 8, excellent.
I mean, huge.
Very good.
Huge. So at the end of that, John and Josh are in the lead with 8 points. OK, on to our first numbers round. Roisin, Asim, your turn to pick.
2 from the top
Yeah,
and
4.
the rest from the bottom, please.
Right,
Oh,
okay.
lovely.
You've got 7, 9, 10, 6, 100, 75, and the target 362.
OK, and your time starts now. So the target was 362. Asim, did you get it?
I think I had a panic attack, I'm not going to lie. No, I did not get anywhere near. I did 100 times 6. Then for some reason, 7 take away, 75 to take away 7. No, I don't know, honestly. I panicked.
So 668.
Yeah.
Roisin,
Sorry.
did you get it?
I'm just thinking whether I want to tell the truth. No, I didn't.
Did you get close? Did you do maths? What happened?
I did some maths. Let's do it, Rach.
Yeah, let's do it.
I did 6 times 75.
450.
OK, that's wrong
Is it?
immediately.
You can still do it.
OK, and then I did 10 times 7 equals...
Not that way, the other way.
Sort of don't
That's
want
what
to
she said.
endorse this because I know we're having fun, but this is actually bullshit and I find it quite annoying.
I hate when Hot Nerd turns back into the gardener. 9 times 10?
No.
Josh, did you get it?
I got 368.
John, did you get it?
I
Because
did,
you were
I think
annoyed
so,
that
yeah.
Roisin was getting a little bit close, so you had a little
Well,
panic
God
attack there.
forbid he might lose a point.
It's actually worth 10 points, which you'd know if you gave a flying shit about this program. Take the 100 away from where Roisin was, and then you can add the 10
Yeah.
and the 9 minus 7.
Yeah, well done,
word.
that's it.
Or you can just
You're
do
in.
100 plus 75 plus 6 times by 9 minus 7, you know,
Well
if you
done.
want to save
That's
paper and ink.
disgusting what you're doing.
Two-weighed it.
Disgusting.
Wow. OK, Roisin and Asim have no points. John and Josh have 18.
What did you ever negos? You had nothing to do with it.
John and Josh have 18
You're a
points.
backpack of the
I think it's very nice that you're here.
Thanks, Jimmy.
It's lovely for him to have a play date. He doesn't get on with many people. OK, and here is your teaser. The words are smut area, and the clue is, I don't know what I'm doing. That's smut area, I don't know what I'm doing. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were smut area. The clue was, I don't know what I'm doing. It was, of course, amateurs. So John and Josh are in the lead with 18 points. They've been playing in teams so far, but this game is just for Asim and Josh.
Oh, shit.
You
So
got
you're
this.
you're just taking Josh on.
Oh, that's fine.
What?
I can take Big Puppy on it.
You
Just
take
hot
Big
nerd.
Puppy
It's
on.
unstoppable.
This is where Big Puppy becomes bigger puppy.
Not dog. Just
Not
bigger.
dog. Not dog. I'm not going to fit in my basket.
I'd feel it would be more normal to see you sleep in a basket than a bed.
If I don't have my correct pillow, my neck goes, so I couldn't do that.
And
Anyway, should we get
Wow.
on with the game?
I'm sorry if you're watching at home, ladies. He's taken. Asim, choose the letters.
A vowel, please.
Yeah. O.
Consonant, please.
D.
Vowel, please.
E.
Vowel, please.
O.
Oh, Odeon. No. Consonant, please.
M. That
Wow, some real disappointment Odeon didn't do. That's the level of entertainment we're working with. I wish we could have seen the name Odeon. That would have really...
A consonant, please.
R.
I'll have another vowel, please.
I.
Oh, OK, another vowel, please. Oh, no, why have I done that? Oh, God. And a consonant, please.
And the last one. H.
Just tuning up.
OK.
OK, your time starts now.
Tell you what, you know how to strum on a pipe.
Asim, how many?
A disappointing 5.
Josh, how many?
Remember, we're a team, John.
Yes?
4.
4. Josh, what did you get?
Oh, it's so
Come on, big puppy.
Door. What a rubbish word.
You got a door? You're
Door.
a very good boy, yes you are.
There must be a 5. Oh, more door.
Don't quote the lines at him. You're making it very easy for him.
Mordor! You got frightened when you said it as well. OK, so your 5. What's your 5?
Rodeo.
Ooh.
It's the first time on the show. He's absolutely bloody killing it. Rodeo. For 5. Susie, Bill, could they have done any better?
Well, Susie has pointed out that Moidor at 7 is, you could have had that, which is, what is that?
It's
Is
a
it?
Portuguese gold coin from the 18th century.
At 8, headroom.
OK, so at the end of that round, Roisin and Asim have 5 points. John and Josh have 18. Bill Bailey, would you like a go on this?
Could I have a go?
Yeah, of course you can have a go.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, then.
Yay.
It's a very musical man.
Thank you. So is there any particular tuning? Oh. Oh, I see. So it's like a piano keyboard. OK. Thought Tubular Bells would be handy, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Bill Bailey.
Thank you very much.
Right, now it's time for John and Roisin to go head-to-head.
Oh, I really need this.
I mean, usually I would be fairly confident, but she has brought a doorstop. How many big ones do you like?
2 big ones, please, Rachel.
Okay.
And 4 small
You
ones,
got 4
please.
small ones. A 9, and a 2, and a 6, and an 8, and a 175. And the target on
Roisin!
And your time starts.
Come on.
You've got to showboat your way to this, John.
Don't
Come
do
on.
this. Stop. Oh, right. I've got it.
Have you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took you a while, though, didn't it?
I hadn't written them all down.
John, did you get it?
Not in a way I find acceptable.
Roisin, talk me through how you did it, because you looked a little bit panicked early on.
There's 100 there.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to leave that as is.
John, did you get it?
Yeah, I did 75 times 8.
John, don't fuck this up.
Really, justice be on my side for once.
Divided by 6.
Oh.
10 points to both teams. Asim, can I ask about fashion, can I ask about your look? Because you've changed your look recently. You've got rid of the ponytail. What's going on?
I got rid of the ponytail. It was a little bit greasy. No, I only grew the ponytail for the character, for Chobani G. And then during the first lockdown, I thought, you know what, it's perfect time lockdown. I always wanted to cut the rat tail off. I hated it. So I cut it off, but I put it in a frame with a painting of me and signed it. And I auctioned it off for the NHS. And yeah.
Very good. He raised £4.
Yeah. Someone paid £13,000 for my greasy rat tail.
Did you wash it before you sent it to them? Did you
No.
just send it in?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they put it on their wall?
Yeah, but with a painting and and a packet of peanut dust and signs. So it was a little bit of a... It's fucking art, innit? It's art.
OK, time to go across now to Dictionary Corner. Bill Bailey, what have you got for us?
I thought, as this is a programme which is celebrating words, I thought I would present something that I've been working on. This is a gazette that I've been writing. I thought I'd try and imagine Love Island in the Victorian style, you know, because the language is quite coarse, isn't it, in Love Island? It's all about being mugged off and cracking on. So I thought it'd be nice to imagine a weekly diary of Love Island in the Victorian style, OK? So here we go. Monday. Mary has intimated to her friend and confidant Alice that were Edward to ask her the following day to accompany him for a stroll in the orchard, she might not rebuff him.
Oh.
Unfortunately, this strategy has come to naught, as during the night, Edward died of smallpox. Tuesday. Charles attempts to write a love poem for Lucinda, but alas, he loses confidence in the central metaphor, falls into a deep melancholy, and spends his days gazing listlessly into a hedge. Wednesday. Cholera has swept through the villa, claiming the lives of all the contestants, except that of Sir Roger Fortinbras. He is joined by a new set of housemates, and straight away Jane, the fiery redhead, catches his eye. Sir Roger is charmed by her alabaster skin and merry laughter, and pursues her vigorously. But at dinner she shows her low-born status, passes the port the wrong way, and is swiftly ejected. Thursday. The strict class barrier for contestants is lowered, allowing Flossie, the Cockney scullery maid, to enter the villa. She charms Roger with her bawdy songs. They become an item. Friday. Sir Roger and Flossie survive a deadly outbreak of typhus, and as the only survivors, become default winners.
Bill Bailey, everyone. And here is your teaser. The words are best sack. The clue is there might be some wrinkles. That's best sack. There might be some wrinkles. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were best sack, and the clue was there might be some wrinkles. It was, of course, setbacks. OK, on to another letters game, and it's time to ramp up the tension. It's time for the tension round. In this game, we're playing for double points, so the pressure's on. Josh, how do you cope with tension?
I crumble.
Well, John's not great at this round. John, how do you... Because normally you get a little bit...
I mean, we do this round because you know I'm going to shit my pants.
Asim, are you good under pressure?
I am weirdly very calm. Like, I watch a lot of horror films. Nothing ever shocks me. I'm a bit dead inside. So, like, I just don't get shocked. Like, you could be like, "Ah!" and I'm just nothing. There's nothing. I want to feel.
Oh, man. Just the thought of a horror film is too much fun.
I can watch horror films.
He did a little funny... What's that?
That's baby sign language for milk.
Right, that's not what I'm doing.
Big Poppy needs his milky milky.
That is not what was happening.
Roisin, how do you do under pressure? You good?
I think I'm pretty good under pressure.
Well, let's find out. OK. John, we've made it simple for you. We're only going to give you a little bang on every E that you pick. You pick the letters.
Oh, God. Right, let's get the first one out of the way.
Just take consonants, John. Just 9 consonants.
No, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to, and I wouldn't, because although I am scared, I do still want to win and get a good win. Vowel.
Oh.
Vowel.
Oh, God.
Do it!
Whoa! Oh!
I was under my chair. I felt that.
Nothing happened to me.
It wasn't under your chair. It's like watching people having sex saying, well, I didn't come. I'm going to ask for a consonant now. And if you've put an E in the consonants...
Me?
I'm going to
This
wee
guy?
that teapot.
Oh, no!
Consonant. I can read you like a book. And it's called The Big Book of Being an Absolute Shithead. Consonant.
D.
Are we meant to be playing this game as well?
Consonant.
Well, yes.
C.
Consonant.
G.
Vowel.
I.
Consonant.
P.
And a consonant, please.
And the last one, F.
For double points, the tension round starts now.
It's all right, isn't it?
Nasty piece of shit.
Wasn't that bad, was it, John?
It was bad, yeah.
I didn't even use all the bangs.
Oh, I can see you smiling. Nothing good happens when you are happy.
Why do you say that?
Do it. Do
I'm
it.
not going to do it. It's fine.
Oh, this is torture!
You upsetting the dog!
Have a little drink.
Fuck you.
Have a little drink. Are you not thirsty?
I'm going to drink your blood. Oh, it's too hot for a cardigan.
How many letters, John?
6.
Asim, how many? 4. Roisin?
4.
Josh?
7.
What? Wow.
Maybe I respond to pressure.
Asim, you're 4.
Feed and peed.
That's what I got.
Feed and peed. Feed and peed. John, you're 6.
Well, first I just wrote I coped. And then I moved the I so it's copied.
Oh,
nice.
Copied. Nice.
We've won anyway, say if mine was wrong.
I've enjoyed your company, but the minute you said 7, I thought, good job I've got a 6.
No one thinks you've got a 7. Don't worry about disappointing
How
anyone.
dare you?
Well, no one
I
thinks
do.
you've done it.
Do you think I've got a 7?
No.
Susie,
I couldn't find a 7.
I'm starting to lose faith slightly.
No, I'm praying Big Puppy got a 7. I really
Big
want
Puppy
to get
got
a 7.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
come
not
on.
as much as I
Okay,
do.
what is it?
Pig feed.
No, because it might be 2 words. It
It's
might
2
not
words.
be
It's not
in.
2 words, you don't need to check
No,
it!
it might not be in.
Just, you haven't got the little pen,
It's
just
not-
say it is right!
It's not even in.
Well, it's double points because that was the tension round, so that is 12 points to John and Josh. Time to go across to Dictionary Corner once again. Bill Bailey, what have you got?
Well, when you're in the public eye, you know, people sort of... You're fair game. The tabloids want to go after you, particularly after the dancing. They want to find out about your life. And so people see an opportunity to make a bit of money, right? So what happened was somebody on Twitter sent me a message and said, Bill, I want to warn you, this is an email I've sent to the Sun newspaper. And he sent me a screenshot of it, and he said, I was walking in the countryside, and I heard a commotion in a field. I looked through the hedge, and I saw TV's Bill Bailey trying to get on the back of a llama. Right? He was clearly intoxicated, swigging from a bottle of Jack Daniels, and when he saw me, became abusive. Started hurling abuse, and then pursued me with an Apache war cry. So then he said, I've sent this to the Sun. And then I'm waiting for a response. So the son came back and said, all right, you've got this. Where's the footage? And the bloke said, I've got the footage. How much would you pay for it? And this is true. The son came back with £20,000. So then the bloke messaged me on Twitter and said, do you fancy doing it and splitting the money?
Bill Bailey, everyone. The scores at the moment, Roisin and Asim have 15 points, John and Josh have 40 points.
15 points.
And here is your final teaser. The words are dick tips, and the clue is oil me up. That's dick tips, oil me up. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were dick tips. The clue was oil me up. It was, of course, dipstick. OK, time for our final letters game. Roisin and Asim, your turn to choose.
Ooh, consonant, please.
S.
Was that X?
S.
Oh, right.
I mean, you really fell at the first there.
I can't see any of them. I'm literally going to the sky.
Is it on your monitor or not?
No, I can't. I have to go like that then.
Oh.
Anyway, it's fine. S, and then what's the next one, Rach?
I don't know, you haven't picked it yet.
Come on, we're going to win this round. Come on.
Let's go with another consonant, please.
It's a C.
And a vowel, please.
O.
Another vowel.
A.
Consonant, please.
T.
A vowel, please.
O.
And the rest consonants, please.
And N. And R. And another T.
OK, and your 30 seconds starts now. Right. Ooh. Lovely. Ooh, very nice. One of those. Stand back, everyone. Stand back, cover your eyes. Well, that's dog shit. Leo, can you clean that up? Sorry, they don't always work. Roisin, how many?
6.
Asim, how many?
It's risky 6 as well.
Risky 6. OK, John, how many?
Don't do it so that I can have the moment of glory. So don't go with a big number.
Josh, how many?
8.
Wow. John?
3.
OK, so let's hear your 3, John.
You better not fuck me on this. I've got... rat.
Roisin, your 6?
Stoats.
Stoat or Stoats?
Oh. There's only one S, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, OK.
Asim, your 6?
I don't know if this is a word, but I'm going to try it. Scrote.
Susie, is it in there?
No.
I just took a risk.
It's there OTE, but not OAT.
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Widdicombe here with a...
Never got a
8
point. Never got a
letter
point.
word.
Cartoons.
Josh Widdicombe, well done. Bill, Susie, could they have done any better?
We didn't do better than 8, so well done. Very good.
Incredible skills.
Yeah, good stuff.
It's been a long time coming.
Big Puppy has done it again. Good boy, you are.
Boy.
Such a good boy.
Wait, Jimmy, you know that when I say big puppy, I'm not saying puppy as a dog.
What do you mean?
I'm saying puppy, like Spanish dad.
Oh,
Like a
really?
sexual thing. Have you been calling him a puppy this whole time?
Yeah.
No,
I
I
thought
big
it was
puppy
big
because he's a
puppy.
dad.
So why did we
so when
keep
we
talking
did the
about
whole-
dogs and baskets?
I don't know what the fuck you were talking about the whole show. I just got on with it.
So you were using like a Latino Los Angeles
Hey,
street...
big puppy.
So when Roisin said, oh, I can imagine you sleeping in a basket.
I didn't know what was going on. I've been on this show. You lot are fucking weird.
OK, so Roisin and Asim have 15 points. John and Josh have 48 points.
What a thing.
OK, fingers on buzzers. It's time for today's non-crucial countdown conundrum. Your 30 seconds starts now.
No. Wrong number.
I'll restart the clock.
Preparing? No.
So close.
Prepare.
John?
Pampering.
He's only got a bloody done it. John Richardson, everybody. So the final scores are Roisin and Asim have 15 points, John and Josh have 58. Congratulations, boys. You're now the proud owner of this, the Countdown Doctor's Kit. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.